Hello. Okay, so a couple of things that I want to talk about is that today, usually when I go into work, the route that I'm going to be carrying is actually cased up for me and pulled down and like already in a basket, a hamper, you know, that you would roll out to your truck. Well, I show up and nothing is done. So basically I get a really late start on the route. And I busted my buns because I also had to do collections today to get everything done. And I did it and it was fine. It was just insane. Like I can't even... But there are some funny things that have happened. So the other day, there's a couple of these splits or streets that have like pretty big hills and you like have to walk around because the bricks are separating homes, and I can't like really jump over bricks. I would if I was thinner and didn't think my kneecap was gonna explode out of my skin. But anyway, so I really felt, my heart was like pounding, and I was like, I am having a heart attack. I am going to die right now. And, oh, shoot. Oh yeah. So that mirror is broken, or the whatever is. Okay, sorry, I'm going into the sun. So I was coming up on this lady's house, and I noticed that she had like kind of a love seat, and it had a cushion, and I just like sat there, and I was like, oh, help me, Jesus. And as soon as I sat down, that lady came out of her house and was like, what are you doing? And I was like, well, you see, I was wondering if I would find an oasis where I could rest for a second. And then I found one, and it was here. And so then I got her mail ready, and I was like, here's your mail. And she was like, well, you can, if you need to take a break, you can sit there. And I was like, nope, gotta go. See you later. Bye. And just the fact that the minute I sat down, she, you know, came out. I was like, really? Anyway, then today, so I was already running behind, right? Well, hi, mister. I don't want to run you over. So, oh yeah, getting some shade. Okay, so, I was actually hurrying so fast that I thought that I was doing a pretty good job. And then, I get to the split, and I have no, like, periodicals, magazines, nothing. And I call this guy, and I'm like, hey, was there some flats for this street? And he was like, yes. And I was like, I can't find them. So I called my supervisor, and he was like, I know what you did. You probably delivered them to the doctor's office right before then. And I was like, son of a gun. So, I mean, I felt so stupid. And I don't want to be that stupid girl, you know? And so I go back to the doctor's office, and sure enough, there they are. And, so then I go ahead and deliver that street, and I'm probably like 18 houses in, and there's this one house that has like a hole on the ground, and it's covered with grass, and I always trip in it. 2 times I have tripped and fallen. And I'm always, when I don't, I'm like, ooh, ooh, yeah. And so the next house, I guess, has this little hill just coming out of the ground right there. And so I'm looking down, but at the mail and not at my feet. And I trip over this hill. Everything goes flying. And I'm just like, scratched my arm up. And I was like, you know, like Harry on Home Alone when he gets hit with the paint can. What made it the best, though, was the half-naked man that was just sitting smoking a stogie watching the entire thing. And I just got up and I said, what house number is this? And he was, he like kind of was like 36, something like that. And I was like, okay, just wanted to make sure that I get all your mail to you. And so I gave him all of his mail, and then I was like, this was an excellent learning experience for me. So thank you for that. This stuff really happens to me. It really, truly happens.